Firstly, I just want to thank to all the new subscribers. If you find any value in this video, please like and subscribe. Finally arrived, Zordai Watch Ultra. So this is replica of Apple Ultra watch, the cheapest one I could find. In the box we're gonna find ocean band, charger, manual, and the watch itself. The band comes with piece of hair, as you can see, and I also got another alpine band in the same color. I know, I didn't know it comes with one in the first place, so now I got two. That's fine, they look good, quality's fine. Watch charger, just like a regular one. Feels kind of cheap, but it will probably do the job. Now watch itself, it looks, well, I wouldn't say nicely packaged, but it has some protective cover on it, like a little spongy piece. And the whole watch case is kind of wrapped into this protective plastic. That's a nice touch. I like it, and it feels really solid in the hand. Nice clicky button, I like it. Plastic is very easy to peel, and there's additional screen cover on the screen itself. There's the back, and it looks pretty good. I already see some differences between this and original Apple Watch Ultra, at least in the back. Buttons are nice and clicky. Build quality looks actually really good. Feels good in the hand. It's not too heavy, and as you can see, bezels of the watch itself are on a thicker side. I'm not sure how original Apple Watch is. Is it like this? I'm assuming they're thinner. No visible scratches on the watch. Watch appears brand new. Next thing is the manual, which I read back to back, as I usually do with the manuals that come with electronics. Watch arrived fully charged and fits the charger perfectly, so it's ready to use. So there's an alpine strap that arrived. I like the metal parts of the strap itself, but the rest, it's on a cheaper side. Maybe original one looks just like that, I'm not really sure. Besides the quality of nylon itself, the strap seems like really hard to use, and it will be a pain to use it daily. So let's take a look at the watch itself. So while charging, it glows the screen. That's kind of for sleep. And okay, there's some menus. Okay, heartbeat. We're gonna check that later. Weather, and you can add some additional apps. And let's see what these buttons do. Okay, so you can change faces, and it seems like there's a few of them. Really nice. Okay, this is really nice. I like it, very simple. A lot of colors. And I have a feeling that I've seen these watch faces with some other watches, so I'm sure everybody uses it. And this is nice. This is kind of like the Apple Ultra original. And there's the horse again. Yeah, I think plenty of watch face. Okay, this one is trippy. I like it. And another Apple Watch type of face, and there's this. Okay, it's pretty good. So this is in comparison with my Amazfit, and I know everybody's saying how large it is, but it's really not that big. That's what she said. So let's check heartbeats per minute. And this kind of took longer time than I expected, so I cut this video short here. So there we go, 98. This is kind of high considering that I'm not doing much. I'm not sure if that's accurate. So as you can see, you can adjust the brightness of the screen. It's fairly bright. Unfortunately, there's no automatic brightness on the screen, so you have to adjust that on your own. I like that single app takes the screen. There's the weather, you can add additional view, not that many, but you have that option to add it to your main screen. Quick size comparison with Fossil, Amazfit, and Samsung 2, I believe. They're about the same size. thickness, probably is twice as thick, but there you go. It's really not that larger than other watches. And there's this default night mode that is very nice and simple, and watch fits hand really nicely. No complaints there. Now we're going to check all the vitals that are available with this watch. So double tap on the crown will take you to this main menu, and we're going to start with the heart rate first. So heartbeat first, and it's about the same, high 90s. Okay, then after that we have EKG, and look at this, it works. It also took some time to start, but it did start taking EKG. Pretty cool, like it so far. Now look at this, it even has blood pressure monitor on it. Let me see, my blood pressure, it seems pretty good. Usually it's not as good. I like it. So this is pretty amazing. All these features in watch that cost, okay, I'll tell you, first time price now, it is under $30 shipped with 2 bands. How about that? But that's not all. There's more features there. So there's blood oxygen level, and again, took a few seconds. All these measurements take a little bit longer than you think they might, and 95%, pretty good. I would say that's standard. And there's also this breathing training. I'm assuming you're supposed to follow this breathing flower as it goes in and out. I don't know how I can help that somebody, but if somebody needs to learn how to breathe, this is very helpful. And now to the best part of this watch, massager. Yeah, that's right. This watch has built-in massager. So you just tap this button, green button, and once it turns red, it starts massaging. And I'm waiting. Just give me a second. It's coming slowly. Oh my God, this is amazing. Amazing. Shakes my whole body. Wow. No, it's not. Nothing. A little buzz. Almost can barely feel it. Yeah, that's a fail. Other than that, the fit and finish of this watch, it's pretty amazing for $30 price. I mean, look at the details. I don't know. It's really amazing. These sensors, we're going to talk about the sensors a little bit later on. There's a lot of sensors on the bottom. I did compare this to my Fossil, and this has like 3 times more sensors. And the crown looks pretty good, as well as the side button. It's really nice watch. Again, remember, $30 for this, shipped. The band itself that came, the Alpine band, the details are pretty nice. Again, band itself, not my favorite, but the metal part is really nice. Now, I'm gonna go to a couple workouts. Again, I'm not gonna use these. I did not use these or test these, but there's a whole bunch available. I'm sure people will find a use. This is a little shortcut to Bluetooth and your previous tabs that you had open. Now look at this. This watch is placed on my yoga sponge. It's not my yoga sponge, yoga block, and it's taking blood beats, heartbeats per minute, and apparently my yoga block is alive, 81. So that is interesting. So I will try to lift it up a little bit on the side, and you will see it will actually keep measuring until it reaches a certain point, and it'll be like, hey, lift yours. So what I think it's happening, there is actual sensor that works, but it just detects if the watch is on your hand or not. And the same thing with EKG. Let's see it if it works on a yoga block. Yep, pretty good. So I would not rely on these health vitals features on this watch. None of them. I mean, this is sketchy. Again, it's $30, but this is to say it's gimmick, it's too much. So I'm turning this on a side to side, and again, happens the same thing. After certain distance from the back, it will show please press firmly, because sensors can detect your blood pressure or whatnot. Yeah, so all of these sensors are bad. Anyway, so I had a hard time attaching this phone to my Pixel, so I used my old Samsung and worked just fine. Paired to the watch and had all the features available. One thing, watch faces. There are so many. It has to be well over 100 watch faces. It takes a while to download, as you can see. I'll go through a few watch faces. I'll kind of speed up this process, and every time it restarts the watch, and restarts happens very quickly. And there's the first one. It's kind of Tetris. You'll see how like Tetris is going down a little bit, but it's always same animation, unfortunately. So nothing is actually happening. Cool, nevertheless. But yeah, that's one. And we're gonna take a look at some other watch faces, and there are a lot. I mean, there's some of them are like very similar. See, like the horse thing. They have, this is the theme I've seen most of these watches have, like this horse. And it looks good. Honestly, in red, it looks really good. Yellow, not so much, but it's all right. So we're gonna look for some more. I mean, look at these. This is massive. So just think about the price of this watch and the watch faces that you can choose. Just for that, again, $30. If this watch just shows time and has alarm, I think it's worth it. So there you go. Another face. Looks good. I'll go maybe a couple more. But I just want to, I don't even know where's the end here. So I'm going to just push this all the way to end of this screen. But this, it has to be over 100. Like, and faces, they load in app fairly quickly. App seems like it works just as pretty nice, actually. Have no complaints so far. So there you go. We reached the end of watch faces. So on the top, I'm going to use this last one and quick restart. So I'm not sure if these lines would change with your workout, or maybe if you have steps or whatnot. But I did have this watch very short time on my wrist, and those lines did not change. So maybe it's just there to look cool, but cool nevertheless. So the rest of the app is pretty cool as well. There's a camera shutter button. I did not demonstrate this as good as I should, but it does work, I can tell you that. And I think this could be a useful feature. If you want have your phone on a tripod and shoot, you can use your watch. Pretty neat. Also, it seems like, okay, so there's all of your sports activities, which I had none. It seems like you can connect it to Google Fit. I did not try to do that. Also, there's your health, blood pressure. That is not correct. And I also used my real blood pressure monitor cuff, and it was way off these numbers. So, and blood oxygen, it goes back all the way to a year. One thing I did not like about the app is that it requires your location enabled at all times. Like even to change your face on the watch, your location has to be off. So there are different, this menu on the watch itself can be changed. And so I believe there are 4 different, this game. This is, okay, if you're really bored and done measuring your blood pressure with this watch, you can play this game to calm down. Look at this. Boom. Nailed it. Yeah, I mean, it's there. Yeah. So, and it's only one puzzle. So I didn't even try the other game. And so if you tap 3 times quickly, and it will change the UI. So it's Now this is also neat. It's kind of bigger, and you can see everything is nicely labeled. I'll give it that. It's simple to use. It is kind of choppy, not the fastest, but again, it's not bad. So we're gonna try menstrual period. I tried. I'm sure, I don't know how this works, but yeah, I would not rely on this watch. Again, to change the menu, you can either change it in the menu itself here or 3 times tap the crown. And there's 4 different styles. So this is more like Apple Watch style. You can zoom in, but you can kind of move the menu around. So pretty neat. Very simple icons. No description of the apps itself. Okay, so there's this one. Also kind of neat. So whatever is selected, it will highlight it in the middle so you know what you're selecting. Crown works just fine. It's really nice. One thing I didn't mention yet is the orange button on the left side of the watch. And this is really almost, I would say, useless button. The only thing it opens is the tabs that you had previously open. So you can open the app again, or you can close it, but I was not successful. I mean, every time I tried, it was really useless, as you can see. Anyway, that's the worst thing about this watch. Is this the best Apple Ultra replica watch? For $30 maybe. Would I rely on any health data that is provided by this watch? Absolutely not. Only thing you might rely on is the time shown, calendar maybe, and that's about it.